Hey, who you know hella cold with a heart of gold? Slick was slipping in some gems when the shade thrown. Hit you with knowledge and polish, pushing the positive. Steady petty, plotting with the thought you get something out of it. That petty like a second language, speaking it fluently. Effortless with finesse to a T smoothly. Guiding you from breakdowns to breakthroughs per usually. Poetically petty, that's so juicy.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Poetically Petty Podcast. I am your host, ThatsSoJuicy, and y'all, this is my very own podcast, y'all. I have been thinking about doing this for a very long time, and I'm not talking about all year. I'm talking about for some years, and I'm finally doing it. I don't know why, but I just feel like I was supposed to do this, y'all. And I know what you're thinking. I know because I thought it too, and that's really what kept me from doing this podcast. So I know you thinking, not another podcast. Oh, Lord, another podcast. I know. I feel the same way. But listen, this podcast is going to be different, okay? I promise you I'm going to try to bring it a little different cuz I'm sick of the relationships too. I'm tired of the relationship gurus. I'm tired of the gender roles. I'm tired of all the drama. I'm tired of debating male versus female. I'm tired of all of that too. So, let me tell you about the Poetically Petty Podcast, okay? This podcast is going to explore the petty behaviors at work and relationships and just everyday situations. Because let's face it, we all got a little petty in us. We might not be as petty as others, but we all got a little petty in us. Okay. And I want to hear about it because, baby, let me tell you, I'm petty. Okay. I am petty. I love petty. I love petty. Okay. Sometimes you got to be a little bit petty, but it's important that we're also able to see the positive in petty. And I know you're talking about, like, girl, what are you talking about positive and petty? Trust me. Just stick with me. Okay. Just stick with me. Okay. There's going to be a lot of lighthearted rants and roasts. Okay. I love me a good roast. Okay. I love me a good roast. So it's going to be a lot of like lighthearted rants and roasts. I'm going to have some special guests, you guys. I already have some guests lined up. I am very, very excited about this, but I'm also nervous. If you know me, you guys know that I'm always nervous. So I hope you guys like this podcast. I hope that I can bring some guests that you guys want to see on here. So, drop it down below. Let me know. And I'm getting a little older and I'm accepting accountability. Okay. I'm doing better with accountability. So I'm really going to share some stories with y'all and I want y'all to know. I want y'all to let me know. Am I right or am I petty? Okay. So for those who don't know me, I'm That's So Juicy. You guys can call me Juice or Juice. All right. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a scientist. What else am I? I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a friend. I'm a whole lot of things, y'all. And I'm also a Pisces, all right? And that Pisces be Piscean, baby. Let me tell you. We're going to get into that another day. I ain't going to do all of that. But that Pisces be Piscean. And that's why I like to call this poetically petty, okay? I'm also an Ohio girl. Shout out to the Ohio girlies. 330 to be exact, y'all. Yes, I'm from the hood, baby. But I'm not a hood chick. At least I don't think. I don't think I'm a hood chick. If y'all ask the people from home who know me, they'll probably describe me as the smart girl. Some of them will say like I'm really sweet. I am. They'll say like I'm really sweet. And a lot of them will say that I'm quiet. I am pretty quiet. A lot of them will say I'm pretty quiet. But my real friends, my real friends know that I am petty, baby. Okay, I am petty. But let me tell you, I've changed my ways. Okay, a few years ago, I was going through a lot in life. Okay, after deployment, it was just a lot of life changes. I was going through a lot, y'all, and I decided I wasn't gonna be petty no more. I said I wasn't gonna be petty no more. And if you know me, y'all know I haven't done anything. I used to make memes before memes was memes. Okay, I was a queen at photoshopping Jordan crying faces on top of my friends when they team lost or something like that. That was me. Okay, I was the girl doing that. So I changed, y'all. It's growth. It was called growth. But no, for real, it was called growth, y'all. And I think I'm a pretty cool chick. I think I'm fun. I think people like to listen to me. I definitely be giving a lot of people advice and things like that. But I think I'm a pretty cool chick, and I think my podcast is pretty dope too. I've been on a lot of podcasts. People have asked me to be guests on a lot of podcasts, so you guys probably seen that. And I was just like, you know what, Juice, it's time to get your own podcast. And I was like, don't nobody want to listen to me. But a lot of my friends, and other people that, have had me as a guest on their podcast was just like, if nobody want to listen to you, why you keep getting invited to other people's podcasts? And I was like, you know what? You're right. You're right. But We gonna see. Okay, I'm gonna do this anyway. I don't care if it's just two of my little listeners. Okay, if my solid seven, shout out to my solid seven, y'all know who y'all are, is in here. We're gonna have some fun and we're gonna listen. And I know the guest that I have coming up for y'all is excited too. So I'm excited. But before we get into these segments, y'all, I think I need to give y'all my origin story. And when I say my origin story, I mean like my petty origin story. Like where the petty began. And if I do that, y'all, we gotta go back. Way back. Back in the time. No, for real. We're gonna go back to like 93. 93. And I like to rant and ramble, y'all. So I'm gonna try to stay on topic. So if you see me looking over and all that, I'm just making sure that I'm hitting my bullet points so we don't get distracted. Okay. But yeah, we're gonna take it back to 93. Um Now I think I was petty back in 88 when I was born, and probably because I'm a Pisces, because like I said, that Pisces be Piscean, okay? That Pisces be Piscean, okay? And because I'm a Pisces, I like to be very creative. And when I say creative, I mean I really like to I don't like to just come out and say what it is. Sometimes I don't beat around the bush, but I just like it to be a little artsy and a little cutesy. You know what I mean? So it's definitely back in 88 when I was born. Okay. Don't be doing the math. Okay. Yeah. But a time that I can remember when I was like being petty on purpose, let's call it that, petty with a purpose, is back in like 93. I was like 5. Okay. Now, for the sake of this podcast, I ain't gonna mention too many names because especially when it comes to people that I still talk to, because I don't feel like having nobody feelings hurt and coming on here and doing most and all of that extra stuff. They can say what they want, okay, but they can't say I'm lying. So I had a babysitter when I was 5, okay, and I was really smart. I'm still very smart, but as a kid, I was really smart. Like I was reading at like 3, okay, cooking by 5. I was very smart. And I don't know if they thought just because I was a child or whatever that I couldn't read or spell. But this particular babysitter that I had, she didn't really rock with my mom, but she was family. So, we ain't have daycare. We had who off today. And I had to keep going over there. And even as a kid, I was very intuitive and the energy was off, right? So this lady is talking to other people. First of all, I was in the living room watching TV first because I had to stay in a child's place. So all I could really do was stay in the living room and watch TV. And they come in there talking and she like, and they talking bad about my mom. And I'm like, they talking about my mom, I think. Like the stuff they saying it sounds like they talking about my mom. And I was like, can you not talk about my mother? And they're like, we ain't talk about your mama. You just watch TV and stay in a child's place. And I'm like, I was in a child's place. You came in a child's place. But I ain't say that though, because I was staying in a child's place. But that's what I was thinking. And I was gonna let it rock. Until the lady has said, y'all, I'm paraphrasing, but I know what she was talking about. She was like, yeah, I don't like her anyway. She's such a bitch. Now I know you talking about my mama, and you just called my mama out her name. I don't care if I'm 5 or not. And I was like, don't talk about my mama. And like, we ain't talk about your mama. And I was like, I can spell, right? And they was like, how much did she hear? And I was like, yeah, and I'm a tell my mama. And they was just like, get out. I was in here first. Baby, I told everything. And I was like, Ma, they was spelling, and she said this, and she said that. And I was like, can I cuss? She said this about you. And I told my mama everything. Because what you're not about to do is disrespect my mama in front of me. Okay. And I could have just said, hey, I know what that word means, and not tell my mama, but instead of me just telling her like, hey, I know what that word means, I was like, well, I can spell, and I'm going to tell my mama, and I probably spelled mama, knowing my smart ass, probably spelled mama, and they were just like, she can't, you no. Then after a while, they was just like, we're not gonna talk around her, bet, because I'm telling every time, right? Same woman, y'all. I ain't get kicked out yet. Same woman. All right. Can't cook. I ain't never eat over there. It was nasty. Mind you, I've been cooking at 5. So I'm like, I don't like this food. I'm talking to her son, I'm like, I don't, you need to keep, I like my eggs fried hard. I'm like, you need to keep cooking that. It's all sticky and wet. I don't like that. It's like, oh, so you think you could do better? Don't mind if I do. Okay. I didn't say, yeah, that was an invitation to me. I said, step aside, my good man. Grab that chair for me. Y'all, my little 3 foot nothing self, probably shorter, pulled a chair, dragged it to the stove, and start cooking my own breakfast. And I cook for you too, shorty, because you can't cook. And this same lady came downstairs, right? And if y'all know who it is, don't be putting names in the comments either. But she came downstairs and she was just like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm making me breakfast. Like, what's the problem?" Now, mind you, in my house, I was able to make breakfast. I know I'm 5, but I was allowed to make breakfast as long as an adult was in the house. Or somebody like, my siblings was in the house. I couldn't cook by myself. They just had to be present in the house in case something went down. And I was like, I'm allowed to cook. I can cook. And she was just like, "No, you can't cook in my house." I was like, "No, you can't cook in your house." Because at this point, I had enough. Okay. Okay. You could talk about my mama, but you're not about to poison me with no bad food. So I had enough. And needless to say, y'all, that was my last time allowed in her house. I wasn't allowed in her house no more. And I told my mama too. All right. I should have spelled it. I should have said, "No, you can't COOK in your house." But yeah, I think that is the first time I can remember being petty on purpose. So I think that I'm gonna just take that in as my origin story. It was the mean babysitter who was talking trash about my mama and couldn't cook. So I was always over there hangry. And then you talking about my mama too? So um, that's my origin story. And it didn't stop there, y'all. It wasn't just that it was her, okay? I don't like for one of let's just go ahead and get into the next segment. It's kind of tied into the petty origin story, but we're gonna go ahead and get into the next segment, y'all. And this next segment is called Petty Pet Peeves. I have a lot of pet peeves, y'all. And some of them might be a little petty, and that's okay. But I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna ask you, and I need you to put in the comments, am I right or am I petty? Okay, because I ain't wrong. But am I right or am I petty? I'm gonna need y'all to just listen. Hear me out first, okay? In 3rd grade at West Elementary in Youngstown, Ohio, I had this teacher, okay? Shout out to Miss Kyler. She might not be here no more. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. She might not be though. But Miss Kyler, okay, was my 3rd grade teacher. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. That Christopher Columbus thing ain't never sit with me well. And we were talking about Christopher Columbus, and I was just sitting there, and I'm a very bright young girl, and I'm sitting there, and I remember my cousin Aaron was just like, "Juice, just Jan, let it go." I'm like, this don't make no sense though. Long story short, I was like, Miss Kyler, I just had a question because I hear you, right? I'm following along. I know the answers, but like, I just don't. So you telling me he got here and landed on Plymouth Rock, right? And when he got here, it was some Native Americans here. And he was just like, "Hey, I discovered y'all." And they were just like, "What are you talking about?" And like, we gonna just roll with that. I don't think, I'm just saying. And she's just like getting mad, right? Because back then, the teachers, if you don't stick to the curriculum and just be like, "Yeah, you right," they got an attitude. But I'm just like, I just feel like we're using the word discover wrong. You know what I mean? And adults don't really like for kids to tell them that they're wrong. I just don't think that's the word. And if my cousin Erin watched this, she probably gonna remember that. She's just like, "Jan, I'm like, I just don't think that's right." And I got in trouble for talking back, y'all. And I was gonna let it rock, okay? The pettiness had went away since I had always used to be getting in trouble with the babysitter and stuff. So it went away. So I thought. Shorty took away my recess privileges. In 3rd grade, all you got is recess. Okay. I don't got nothing else. Don't take away my recess. So I'm like, wait a minute. She took away my recess. I don't know if it was for talking back or if it's just because I was disagreeing with her. I don't know why she took away my recess. Right. But I was like, no, I'm not trying to undermine your authority. I'm just saying, because you had taught me that this is what this word meant. So like, I just don't think. So when she took away my recess, I was like, "Oh, game on." Okay, y'all, I went and got me a thesaurus and a dictionary. Okay, and I put a whole little proposal together on why she was wrong and I wasn't. Like, I don't care what you say, ma'am. This is what the book has said. This is what you have said. So I cross-referenced it, and I'm just saying, I think the word we should be using is this. Now, y'all, I really don't remember what word I found, but I know that it was the right word, and it wasn't discover. When I tell y'all I pissed that lady smooth off, she ain't never calling me again. Raise her hand, nothing. But she had to give me She gave me my recess back. All right. She gave it back to me. I don't know why she gave it back to me. I'm pretty sure it's because I was right and I was correct. And I was like, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm really trying to understand. I've always been that person. Like, I want to know how it works. I'm going to take everything apart so I can see how it works. And I'm like, I just tell me if I'm wrong, because I always thought this is what discover meant. If I've been wrong this whole time, correct me now before I go out here looking stupid. So yeah, she gave me my recess back. Needless to say, she still didn't agree with me publicly. She agreed with me in that moment, right? But she didn't agree with me in front of the class. And she stopped calling on me when I raised my hand, y'all, for like the rest of the year. I promise you. She never called on me anymore. That lady did not like me. And I'm glad she gave me my recess back, because this is where the petty, I don't think that was petty. Some of y'all might say, Juice, that was petty, but I don't think that was petty. This is where the petty came in. And I didn't do it because she gave me my recess back. Had she not given me my recess back, I was going to tell the principal that they might want to check that thermos in her bottom drawer, because she got a different coffee mug in her bottom drawer that she be drinking out of, and then after she drink out of that, she get to cussing a little bit, and I just don't think that's normal coffee in that little thermos in her bottom drawer, not the one in the top drawer, the one in the bottom drawer. And if you went to West Elementary and you had Miss Kyler, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know the thermos. Okay, it might have been the flask low key, but you know the thermos I'm talking about. Because when we saw her grab that thermos, we all act right, because we knew she was on some BS. Okay, and we didn't want that. We didn't want those problems. So, yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. If you went to West Elementary, you had Miss Skylar. Y'all know the thermos. And I was going to tell the principal. Now, I feel like somebody did tell the principal, but y'all, I'm saying right now, it wasn't me. I got my recess back. It wasn't no need for me to be petty any further. You know what I'm saying? I got my recess back. But somebody did say something about that to Miss Kyler. And I feel like a principal did come up there and have her check her drawers at one point. And I feel like my cousin Aaron looked at me and I was like, I swear to God, it wasn't me. Because I had said it, but I didn't do it. I don't know if somebody else heard me. And it was like, you know what? That's a good idea. But I had said it, but I didn't do it though. So yeah. Y'all let me know in the comments. When it comes to the babysitter and when it comes to my teacher, let me know. Am I right? Or am I petty? I'm getting older. I'm learning to take accountability a little better. So I really want to know. So make sure y'all comment down below and let me know, okay? And then make sure you tell me if it's the teacher, if I was right, the babysitter, if I was right, or if I was petty, okay? Speaking of accountability, we still on the petty pet peeves. I need all of my iPhone users. I need all y'all to come to the front of the congregation, because let me tell you. One of my pet peeves, okay? This is a big one. And I don't think it's petty, but you might think it's petty. One of my pet peeves is I don't like when people, just like this teacher, okay? Just like the babysitter, underestimating my intelligence. I don't like when people undermine my intelligence, or, talk down to me because they think they're smarter than me or anything like that, and just do these things, right? I also I'm laughing because I know all the iPhone users about to be like, girl, I also don't like when people think that they better than me because they bubble blue. And I'm so sick of y'all. Y'all so stubborn. Like, y'all so stubborn. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. And when I say leave us alone, I mean green bubble gang. Yeah, that's what I call us, the Android gang. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. I be minding my business over here. And y'all be thinking that because I got an Android, that you better than me. You smarter than me. Y'all be trying to talk to me crazy in the chat, in the like, what? They be like, ugh, a green bubble. Ugh. Baby, let me add some color in your life, because you acting real bougie and I don't like it. Okay. Then y'all try to tell us we stubborn. Listen, save your energy. Save your breath. Because I'm not changing. Okay. I'm not switching. I'm not going to do it. You just going to be mad. I'm not. Because I'm sick of y'all. And this is where my petty kicks in with this. Okay. I know y'all like what you're talking about. Y'all could tell me. All right. I don't really care what y'all say. And I need Green Bubble Gang better have my back in these comments. I know that much. Okay. Y'all better have my back in these comments. Okay. Because y'all always want to say that we so stubborn. Android users are so stubborn. They don't want to switch. Oh, we not stubborn. Y'all are, because y'all been trying to convince us to switch for years. We don't want to. We don't want to. Y'all been trying to convince us how great iPhone is. Cool. We not changing. Leave us alone. Okay? Leave us alone. Y'all been messing with us for years. So you know what? I got on my petty pedestal and I started trolling y'all back. Okay? I start trolling y'all back and I ain't stopping. Okay? We gonna call this historically petty. Cause that's what I'm doing for the rest of my life. Gang gang. All right. And I start saying green bubble gang. I created a whole gang on y'all. Okay. Whole gang. All right. Whole hashtag GBG, green bubble gang, all day, every day, and tomorrow. All right. Gang gang. But y'all, why are y'all so bothered? And why do you think you better than me because your bubble is blue? Make this make sense to me. This is the most petty debate. Okay, Android versus iPhone. And y'all get on my nerve. Okay, y'all gets on my nerve with it. I'm so why does it matter if my bubble is blue, green, or purple? Did you get the message? Huh? Did you get the message? Because I'm gonna tell you one thing, all right? One thing iPhone, you especially the men, I say men because I'm interested in men, okay? If I tell you that I'm ready, pull up with no drawers on, you don't care what color that bubble is, you gonna be over. Okay, you coming over. So don't be acting like you better than me, cause you not. All right. Y'all stubborn. Y'all stubborn. Okay. And I be trolling y'all. I be trolling my sister, all of them. Okay. And I'm going to tell you, I'm very petty when it comes to iPhone versus Android. But y'all started it because I will text you and I won't say in the text. I just literally will text you green bubble. And I'll say green bubble, green bubble, green bubble, green bubble. And I will talk to you and have a whole conversation. And all I am saying is green bubble. Yeah. Yeah. Let me look into the camera. Yes, I will do it. Every time you complain, I will text you green bubble. Every time you say, "Why when you going to get an iPhone?" I'm going to text green bubble. Those words, okay? Green bubble. Green bubble. Green bubble, green bubble, green bubble. I'm going to do it because why does it bother y'all so much? Why? It bothers me that it bothers y'all so much. I just don't understand. I'm sick of y'all. Like, I'm truly sick of y'all. My pet peeve, one of my biggest pet peeves is iPhone users. Like, y'all have become a whole category in my pet peeve dictionary. Okay, y'all got a whole page dedicated to y'all. Because why? Why? Why does it bother y'all? Why? I wish I had a guest right now on here that was an iPhone user because I really want to know. Y'all never have a real definite like explanation or real reason. Y'all just be like, because why you just won't get one? You don't even know why you think I should have an iPhone. They just better. I ain't never seen a store like Apple where most of the people that's in there and most of the business they're getting is not because people are in there buying the products. It's because y'all in there complaining. Y'all in there getting service done. You ain't never see nobody in the store that long getting their Android serviced, okay? Y'all be in there like it is goddamn a BMW a BMW car place and you just going to get your oil change and all the baby, it's an iPhone. It's an Apple product, but y'all be in there for hours to get your phone serviced and fixed and all of these things. And you want me to be in that line? No. 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 Stop trying to convince me. Don't waste your time. And then y'all be like, then you got the ones that's really bothered and they be like, I'm gonna just buy you an iPhone. Why? I'm not gonna use it. You're gonna need that iPhone before I do. Because yours about to break. As soon as that new one drop, yours is breaking. So just keep it for yourself. I just save your money, save your energy, save your breath. Because it's green bubble gang all day. And I promise you, I'm going to text it to every iPhone user that tries to tell me. You can ask the people. And what's crazy is I actually have an Apple product, y'all. But within the first 7 minutes, no, first hour of me having this Apple product, I got 7 unsolicited FaceTime calls of me just staring at a goddamn ceiling fan. What you doing? Bro, what do you want? Why do we need a video right now? Y'all don't be wanting nothing. Then y'all just be the younger kids. Y'all just be calling each other on FaceTime and y'all just sit there breathing. Call me back. You don't call me. You don't want anything. Why? I'm convinced that y'all just be doing it because you can. You can. Don't what? Why? That's worse than somebody just pulling up at my crib just because it was in the neighborhood. Like, stop calling me. First hour, y'all. And I only told 3 people what the number was. 7. 7 of them. Nothing. Didn't want nothing. No. Pissed me off. Pissed me. Got to itching. I'm like, what do you want? I turned the whole device off. Not D&D, not turn it off for like 2 days. No. I cannot stand a stubborn iPhone user, okay? Not everybody with an iPhone act like that. Y'all be chilling. Y'all be like, whatever, it's a phone, I don't care. But the ones that be thinking they better, the ones that be trying to convince us, the ones that's really bothered by the green bubble, like you act like you can't talk to me. Y'all irritate me. Y'all irritate me. I don't like y'all. I don't like y'all. Y'all irritate me just as bad as I irritate you. You irritate me. Okay, so we just gonna be petty back and forth. I don't care. I promise you, I will out petty you. I will out petty you. I promise. You gonna get tired and annoyed before me. I was annoyed when we started. So if I keep going, you just understand. You're not gonna beat me. You're not gonna out petty me. I'm gonna just get more and more creative with my petty to piss you off. So like, just don't try to convince me. Okay. I'm going to throw a whole bunch of aliens and gang signs all in your chat and in your text. Okay. Then I'm going to troll you online. I will get in your DMs and put green bubble. I've done it. And I'm going to keep doing it. Because leave me alone. And I'm going to tell y'all, for the Android, listen, look at me. Okay. Android users, if you are experiencing this like me, I promise you, join the green bubble gang. Okay, join the green bubble gang and do the same thing. All right, green bubble them to death. I promise you're gonna stop. The people that I do that to, they get annoyed first, and they have stopped. They stop trying to convince me. When other people come around and be trying to do it, they be like, don't. She not gonna switch. Just leave her alone. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Because baby, let me tell you, leave me alone. I'm not changing. Did you get the message? Was the message delivered? Okay. Do you understand? Because if not, ignore that. Ignore the directions to the booty call that came from a green bubble too. Ignore that. Ignore that I got some money for you text when that green bubble come through as well. Ignore all of those too. Okay. Because that green bubble bothering you, so you need a little spice in your life. Okay, you need a little splash of color in your life. Let me be that little light in your life. Because I'm sick of y'all. Okay, I'm sick of y'all. Now y'all can go back to the back of the classroom. Now listen, when it comes to green bubble gang, when it comes to me creating an entire gang, an entire hashtag, GBG, and doing all of these things, when it comes to me texting people the word green bubble, green bubble, because they have an iPhone. Am I right? Or am I petty? I don't really care what y'all say. Okay. I know I'm petty on this one. It's intentional. Okay. It's intentional. I know I'm petty. But I'm gonna ask y'all anyway, because I said I was. And I'm taking accountability. This is me this is my I accept accountability face. I'm taking accountability on that. Sure am. I was petty. I know I was petty. I meant to be. Because let me tell you, sometimes there's positivity in the petty, okay? And if you don't know what I mean, just listen to what I just said. The moment I start green bubbling people in the chat and in the text and all of that extra stuff, those around me who have access to me, my loved ones, they start telling people like, bruh, she not gonna switch. Just leave her alone. And that's what I needed in my life, okay? The main thugs, the main iPhone thugs, okay? Them Apple thugs is what y'all are. That was harassing me, okay? In my everyday life, asking me to change and switch over and be down with them and be gang with them. You know, the ones that was trying to jump me in, they start leaving me alone. All right. And then they start telling the homies, hey, this one, she cool. I got like immunity now from them. At least the immediate gang. You know what I mean? And they be like, hey, yo, just let her be, homie. And I'm good. I'm good. I don't even gotta do it no more. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, in my mind, that's finding the positive in the petty. Something positive came out of this. Me being petty for me. So I ain't mad at it because we all petty, but we got to be able to find the positive in the petty. So that's what we're doing. All right. And I feel like I know I was petty. And I feel like once I took accountability, that's when the positivity started to immerse from my petty in this situation. So I mean, y'all can answer in the chat when it comes to the iPhone users. Am I right or am I petty? But understand, I don't care because a positive thing that I wanted, a positive outcome that I wanted came out of this petty. So it is what it is. All right, y'all. I hope y'all are having fun because I'm having fun, y'all. I mean, I'm by myself. It's always fun to have a guest and everything like that. But I'm like, the first episode, it gotta be your girl. It gotta be just me. So I really do hope you guys are enjoying yourself. I hope you guys are having some laughs. And I hope this is relatable for you guys. Um, this is bringing me to the end of my podcast, y'all. We've been doing this for a little while. I'm gonna try to keep it, nice and cute and short and stuff like that. But we still want to have some fun, right? So this is bringing me to the end of my podcast. But we not done yet, y'all. But I'm slowly, you know what I'm saying, getting through my first little episode or whatever. But nah, with every episode, I do want to talk about the petty and everything like that and have fun. But I do want to make sure that we highlight some positivity. I want to always leave you guys with a positive, I don't know, just like, something to motivate you and something to get you going. Now, I'm a person that listens to podcasts daily, especially at work. I like to listen to motivational podcasts, comedies, and things like that. And I like to leave a podcast on a positive note and just feeling uplifted. So with my podcast, I'm going to make sure that I do that for y'all too. Or at least I'm going to try. Y'all let me know if I'm doing that. So I like to call this segment Poetically Positive. And I want to do this every episode, y'all. Y'all let me know if y'all liking these segments, okay? But I do want to do this one every episode, and I do want to end on the positive notes, okay? And sometimes we'll have things where if you need advice or something like that, you guys can definitely not call in. All right, we ain't calling in, but you guys can email some things to me. I'm gonna drop all of that. But I do want to leave you guys with something positive. On a serious note, I stopped being petty like a couple years ago. I think it was after deployment. I stopped being petty because I was going through a lot of stuff in life. I was going through a breakup. I was deployed. A lot of things that I thought was going to be my life was just changing. It was just not it. And I really was like, what is going on? And when I tell y'all I was petty, y'all. Any little thing. I'm roasting you. I'm everything. Like I was petty. And I took joy in my petty. It brought me joy. I'm not gonna hold you. It brought me a little joy. It was funny. I like to laugh. It might not have been funny to the people I was talking about, but it wasn't bad, I thought, until it was. But I stopped being petty. And I'm gonna tell y'all, like, I told y'all what I was going through in those moments, right? And when I tell y'all, baby, I had the extended clip loaded. It was loaded, baby, and so was the other one. And I was ready to let it loose, okay? I was ready to spray everybody, okay? People was about to get hit with strays and all kind of stuff because I was fed up. I was fed up. I was ready to go. I was hurting. So everybody was about to feel it. Okay. And right when I was about to flip that lever from safe to semi, God said, baby. God said, go ahead, baby son. Go on and sit on down now. And I'm like, let me at him. I'll sit down when I'm done. And God said, no, baby, I got you. I got you. And in that moment, y'all, I felt like the biggest punk. I felt like the biggest punk because people was disrespecting me loudly. Okay, they were disrespecting me loudly. And I was not the one to just sit back and just let that ride. But God said, I promise you, I got you. And I did not understand. And it was really, truly bothering me. And it was just like hurting me not to be petty and not to say something and not to act on it. But God said, and this is what this is like what I heard, y'all. Okay. God said, don't miss your blessing staring at the wrong target. Let me say that again. God said, do not miss your blessings staring at the wrong target. And I'm going to explain to y'all what that meant to me. Now, everybody going to have something different, right? But I'm going to explain to y'all what that meant to me. If you sit in there with the clip loaded, okay, the extendo loaded, right? And you really want to fire off at the right time. I'm telling y'all, I'm poetically petty. It got to be the right timing. Everything has to be like perfect. It got to be right. I'm waiting. Okay, I'm waiting for everybody to come out the stadium before I spray. You feel me? So in order to do that, I got to stake out. I gotta look at my target. I gotta know their routine. I gotta know when they got things going on, and you know what I'm saying. When they gonna have the most attention on them, that's when I'm a strike. You know, so when God said don't miss your blessing staring at the wrong target, to me that meant while you focusing on him or her because you're ready and you're waiting to be petty and you're ready to let that 3-round burst go so you can just spray all of this pettiness and all of these things. And baby, let me tell you about me. If I don't got nothing else, I got receipts and I was ready to drop them all. You feel me? I was ready to drop all those receipts. But while you focusing over here and your blessing is over there, right? And you just waiting for because that's the goal over here, right? The goal is over there. And that's the target. And you got to wait so you know when to shoot your shot here because that's your blessing. But you too busy looking at this target over here and you going to keep shooting at that target. And while you're hitting the target over here, that's not going to open the door to the blessing. All right. And y'all know I'm a veteran. So we're going to go to pop-up targets. You know, when you hit that pop-up target, it flops down, not them paper targets, but that pop-up target. That's what I'm picturing in my mind. When that pop-up target falls down, a door is going to open. Or I can keep going forward more, like further, right? I'm going to shoot this one down. I can step forward. All right. And you just walking down a hall, boom, shoot forward. And I can keep stepping forward. But if you looking at the wrong target, if you looking down the wrong lane and you shooting your partner's target, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't hitting your target, so you can't go to the next step. So in my mind, I'm like, damn, I'm too busy watching you and what you're doing and being, and I'm going to just say it, I'm being a hater, okay? Even if I wasn't hating on them or anything like that, if I'm spending so much time watching everything you do, your every move, what you're posting, what you're doing and all that, because a lot of it was social media, I'm scoping out stuff, right? I'm waiting for the right moment to drop this hate and drop all of this on you so your shit can blow up. And I'm missing out on my blessing. So I was just like, damn. Like, don't miss your blessing staring at a target. That's not yours. That's not your target. Okay? Your target is over here. This is what's going to get you the blessing that you want. This is what's going to get you where you want to be. You've been working hard and you about to let this one little thing, 2, 3, 4, 5 little things stop you from what you have been working towards for years, because of disrespect, because they said something to you, because they did something to you. Baby, understand this. In that moment, it made sense to me, but I still was like, that's okay. I'm a good shot. I'm still hit that target. And then I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna hit a couple of mine. It might take me a little longer to get where I want to go, but I'm gonna still hit that target because who they playing with? Who you playing with? You're not about to disrespect me. I don't care. I'll work this out with God later. And God said, baby, I can swing harder than you. And I was like, shit. And I was like, you're absolutely right. And I tell, if y'all know me, if you've been around, if I've ever given you advice, you know that I always tell you it's not worth it. I know how bad you want to swing on them. I know how bad you want to do this, but understand that no matter what you do, no matter how well I lined up that target, how well I timed it, trigger squeeze, all of that would not have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered because God can do it better. Like God can do it better. God can swing harder. That karma gonna come back. It's not my duty to bring someone else's karma. You feel me? God, that karma is gonna come back around, but God can swing harder than you ever can. You could put all your might, all your energy, all your force in that swing, and it might sting them a little bit, but I promise you it's not gonna hurt the way God gonna do it. So why even waste your time and your energy swinging when you can be swinging over here at your target, at your goal? Okay, don't miss out on your blessings focusing on the wrong target, y'all. Like that has changed my life so much. I promise y'all. That's another reason why I really stopped being petty. Like I'm still petty. It's still in there. Okay. Don't get it twisted. Don't try me now. Okay. Cause God be giving me that little leeway sometimes. He'd be like, go ahead. I'd be like, you for real? Today. Right now. You know what I'm gonna do though. That's okay. Bet. So I'm still petty, but I have not, like, I don't have to swing at everything that is thrown my way. You know what I'm saying? And I've always felt that I had to keep swinging because you're not about to play me. I ain't no punk. You know what I mean? So I feel like everything that came my way, I had to address it. I had to say something. I had to do something. Everything. I had to address everything, every comment, every mention, all of that. And y'all, the higher you go, the more successful you are, the bigger you become, the more you gonna find yourself having to swing. The more things are gonna be thrown in your direction, the more the devil is gonna try to bring you down. You understand me what I'm saying? Like I'm being real. I know I joke and everything like that, but y'all, I'm being real. And I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get up out of here. But one of the things I tell people is just to picture yourself at a concert. Most people have been to concerts, right? It's a stadium. All right, it's an arena. The stage is here. All the seats is here. All right, you got different levels, right? If you on that floor, you can see everything up around you, but you can't really see that well. And if you're on a stage, then you can see the floor, you can see everything a little bit better, right? But if there's a platform on that stage where you get a little bit higher, you can see even better. Now everybody can see you, right? If you're on the floor, only the people in the front row and right here can really see you. You're on the stage, a lot more people can see you. But if you're on a platform, even more people can see you. But if you're in the rafters, you see everything and everything sees you. Even the people that might be outside in a parking lot can see you now. And what I mean by this and why I give this analogy is because the higher you go, the more you're going to be seen. Okay? You're going to be seen more. Also, the higher you go, if you're in that front row, if you're not on stage, but you standing in front of the front row of the concert, people could throw stuff to you, but the people way in the back, they can't hit you when they're throwing stuff to you. When you are on the stage, they can see you better. So now a lot of stuff can actually probably hit you. When you're on that platform, it's even better. More people can throw stuff at you and you can see more things flying your way. And when you're in the rafters, it's everybody. Okay, everybody can see you. Everybody can throw stuff at you. So the higher you go, the more people are going to see you. The higher you go, the more bullshit and shit's going to start flying your way. Tomatoes, tomato, tomato. Okay? More and more and more. The more successful you are, the happier. You don't even got to be successful. You just got to be happy with yourself and in life. And that's going to piss people off. Okay? But understand, God can swing harder than you. Understand that addressing all these trolls and addressing all these people, addressing all these comments down here, you don't have to. You don't have to. Because I'm going to tell you one thing I've learned with social media is those trolls and those comments and stuff, a lot of them are miserable, right? But all of them are just doing things to get your reaction. Okay, energy is not destroyed, baby. It's only transferred. You don't have to accept that energy. They're mad. So now they're going to try to make you mad. No, baby, you're going to hold that L a little bit longer until you find somebody else because I ain't the one. I'm not taking it. I'm not taking it. You feel what I'm saying? So that's going to piss them off more, but they're not going to stay too long. They're going to swipe and find somebody else to try to piss off. And then it's slight chance that you do address that troll. And I've seen this happen a lot of times, specifically with celebrities, right? But what happens is they come, right? They're going to say something crazy to you because they want to get your reaction. And then a lot of times these trolls are fans. They're just mad that you don't pay them attention. Everybody know you, but they don't know these trolls. They don't know who that is. It's probably a fake page anyway. So the moment they say something crazy enough to trigger you and you respond, baby, that energy shifts most time. Most time. They're like, oh my gosh, I'm such a fan of yours. Thank you so much. Like, excuse me? Thank you for responding to my comment. Are you kidding me? You could have said hello and I would have responded. But it's like people don't have to talk to people anymore. So they're like, I can't get your attention. And this happens a lot with women. I ain't gonna say everybody, but this happens a lot with women. And I'm gonna just call out the fellas, come to the front of the congregation. I ain't saying it's all of y'all, but I need y'all to come to the front of the congregation because y'all don't know how to talk to women anymore. All right. And I know there's a lot of women that don't deserve respect or they don't respect themselves, but that doesn't mean you stop being a gentleman. I tell my nephews this all the time. I don't care if that woman didn't respect you holding the door for her. You don't stop being a gentleman because she's okay? You don't stop being a gentleman because she is an ungrateful, because you were raised different. So I'm going to say the same to y'all. I don't care if this woman isn't respecting herself or treating herself in a certain way. You continue to be respectful and polite. And that's for anybody. But I say this to men because I'm a woman who's interested in men. So a lot of men come to me. Y'all don't know how to approach me or to talk to me. So you disrespect me first because you're like, oh, if I say this to her, it's going to piss her off. And she'll be like, who the you talking to? And then I'm a backpedal and be like, oh, my bad, sweetheart. I was just, don't do that. Stop doing that. No. Stop doing that because I'm going to hurt your feelings. And then you really not going to talk to me. You ain't going to talk to me. You ain't going to see me. You going to get cut off. I'm blocking you. I'm blocking everything. And I promise you, I will never speak to you. I don't care if you 2 feet in my face. I don't care if you're my boss. No, that's not how that works. And that's crazy to me because a lot of people do that. So stop doing that. Stop being disrespectful and do these things. And I promise you, I'm one of God's favorites. I keep telling y'all this and y'all be listening. I know y'all like, girl, that's the first episode. We just talk about you keep telling us. I'm talking to the people that been here before. But I keep telling people that I'm one of God's favorites. If you continue to disrespect people, especially God's favorites, that shit gonna come back around. Just be polite. Like, I don't know why it's so difficult, y'all. Just be polite, okay? Just be polite. I know it's a lot of people going through a lot of things in this world. We all going through something. We all healing. We all in defense mode. We all trying not to get hurt again. We're all doing this, okay? We're all defense dating because we've all been hurt. It's crazy out here. The dating pool is shitty. That's a whole nother episode, okay? Piss in glass. We're all doing it, but we have to understand that everybody has problems. Everybody has issues. Everybody is going through something. Okay, you can't expect everybody to stop healing and pause everything they're doing because you're having a bad day. All right. So I say all this to say, and y'all know if you've been around, if you've been on my other platforms, TikTok, Instagram, and things like that, you guys always know I have this saying where I say, with every breakdown, there is a breakthrough. All right. So if you're going through a lot of stuff right now, you're just going through a lot of shit. You're just like, it's one thing after another. I need you, as hard as this may be for you, and I know this is about to sound crazy, but trust me, I need you to get excited because I have learned that every time I'm having a hard time and a tough time, when I put my faith in God, and I ain't trying to make it, I'm not here to convince or convert nobody when it comes to religion or anything like that, y'all. But when I put my trust in God and I'm like, if you are taking all of this away from me all at once, you have to be making room for something better. So I'm excited. And you taking a lot of stuff that I really wanted, I really prayed for, I worked really hard for, you taking it away. But that means something better is coming. And I'm excited. I get excited. I start thanking God. I don't just pray and talk to God when I need something, when I want something. I pray and talk to God every day. I start thanking God. I'm thanking God for blessings I don't even have yet, but I know it's coming. And I just want you to know I'm thankful. You ain't give it to me yet, but I want you to know I'm thankful. So when things start to happen and I'm just down and out, okay, I get excited because every time I've been there in the past, every time I've broke down, there was a breakthrough. Okay. All my tears water my manifestations. And I've always found that every time, y'all, every time I'm down and out, every breakdown, there was a breakthrough. And once that breakthrough come, I promise you, the blessings are right around the corner. You just got to keep swinging. You got to keep digging. You got to keep pushing. You got to keep going. Okay. I promise you it's going to be there. Now, with that being said, we about to get up out of here, y'all. I am so excited. I'm so happy that I did this. I really hope you guys like it. Like, let me know. You know what I mean? Let me know in the comments if you like this episode or whatever. No, I'm kidding. But for real, I really hope this brought you guys some laughs. I really hope that it's just not another podcast. You know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all to leave this episode and be like, ugh, another podcast, because that attitude is what really stopped me from doing this for years, y'all. But let me know. And I'm open to criticism. I know it's gonna be some trolls in the comments. That's cool. You know, I accept the trolls. I invite y'all to a lot of stuff. Trolls bring views, so keep viewing, keep trolling. I don't care. But let me know. I'm open to some criticism. If y'all want to see certain guests on here, let me know. We gonna try to get it. But this is season 1, episode 1, Poetically Petty, with your host, That's So Juicy, and I'm that girl. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, y'all. And I'm gonna sign off with my TikTok sign off, because I think it's a really dope sign off. And that's get out your feelings and get in your bag. Okay, it ain't personal, it's business. So take it for what it is and move accordingly. That's the motto. All right, that's the motto we live by. Just get out your feelings and get in your bag. All right. Anytime something's making you that upset, just get to the bag. Leave that behind, okay? Just get to the bag. But on a serious note, y'all, this is my episode of Poetically Petty, season 1, episode 1, you guys. And I just want to remind you guys, stay positive, stay poetic, and stay petty, because with every breakdown, there is a breakthrough, y'all. And sometimes you got to just find the positive in the petty. Whether you're the one that's being petty or someone is being petty towards you, find the positive in the petty. I promise you it's there. And if y'all having a hard time finding the positive in the petty, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to link everything to this video and everything like that, y'all. I do have a email. I do have an Instagram, y'all. It's Poetically Petty Podcast. I believe it's podcast. I'm going to link it on here so you guys can see it. Follow my Instagram, y'all. I'm going to start putting clips and everything on there. My personal Instagram is right here, y'all. That's so juicy. Y'all can follow me there, TikTok and all those things. But for the podcast, I only have an Instagram for the moment, and of course YouTube. So follow me on all those platforms, y'all. And I'm going to drop the email, because I don't remember it right now off the top of my head. I wasn't prepared. But yeah, I'm gonna drop that. And if y'all need help finding the positive and the petty, go ahead, send your stories. You can send it anonymously. I won't say y'all name if y'all don't want me to, but if you want me to, let's be petty publicly, and I will do that. I am gonna have some guests on the show, you guys, and they're gonna help you find a positive and a petty too. So listen, this has been Poetically Petty, season 1, episode 1, with your girl, That's So Juicy. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys love it. I'm hoping that by the time you see this, it will be Christmas. So for everybody who celebrates, happy holidays to those who don't, and Merry Christmas to those who do. And I'm gonna see you guys in a new year, and I promise you, in a new year, we're gonna be dropping some fire. We're gonna be dropping some more episodes. I'm gonna have some guests, y'all. I'm gonna have a whole different setup and all that, but for right now, this will do, because I kept waiting for the right time, but the right time is just now. So it is what it is. So one last time, y'all, thank you guys for joining me on my first episode of Poetically Petty Podcast. This is your girl, That's So Juicy. You guys can find me on all platforms, That's So Juicy. Instagram, TikTok, if we still have it. I have Lemonade. I did download the Favored app or whatever that is now. I don't know where we're going to be after TikTok, but make sure you guys are following me on those. That's my personal pages. Also, you guys, make sure you follow the podcast at Poetically Petty Podcast on Instagram. And also on YouTube, it's Poetically Petty on YouTube. That's where we're going to be dropping these videos and a lot of the podcasts. I will eventually get it on other streaming platforms like Apple, Spotify, and all those things, y'all. But right now, we're going to be on YouTube, and we're going to have clips and things like that on Instagram. So check it out. Again, y'all, this is your girl, That's So Juicy, and I'm signing out. Again, stay positive, stay petty, stay poetic, all that good stuff. We up out of here, y'all. Peace.
Yeah, poetically petty, that's so juicy. That's her. Yeah.